Yo, what up everybody, it's your boy Trent, aka Trent, and first things first, I want to apologize for the really late upload. This video was supposed to be out Monday, and it was going to be shorter, but I've been having some complications with my PS4 stemming from Sunday and possibly continuing until I send my PlayStation in to get fixed. So originally this video was going to be talking about how the Back in Time Grand Prix has been pretty lackluster to me. I mean, the stuff is cool, but I don't have a drive to get any of it. Like, I've barely, like today I breached into the silver tier instead of being done with the silver tier. I'm just like, I haven't really had a drive to play for this Grand Prix, but I think it's better to explain where I've been and why uploads may come to another slowdown. So let's start with the beginning of everything. So I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been really getting back into that game, trying to get my money up so that I can buy my businesses, so I can get more money so I can buy the vehicles I would like to get. And the new casino DLC has been pretty addictive. They have this new function called Spin the Wheel, where you have a chance to get money, chips for the casino, crap clothes, RP, and vehicles that are on the podium, as well as vehicles in the mystery category. But that doesn't matter. What matters is the podium vehicles. I've been trying to get all the podium vehicles that they put up, and I've been successful so far. The first vehicle that they dropped when they first dropped the DLC, you guys saw the video for that. The second vehicle, the third vehicle, however, I did use the glitch for, where if you disconnect from the internet, if you just so happen not to get the item that you want, for me being the podium vehicle, if I disconnect from the internet, reconnect it, and then log back into the online, I can have another spin at it, or another chance at it. And I've been doing that. The second time it was pretty simple, pretty easy, but it was the third time where I messed up, because I was also in the process of trying to get a solo lobby so that I can sell my businesses without anyone griefing me or anything of that nature. And trying to do that by disconnecting the amount of times that I did may have possibly put my PlayStation in a state of broken limbo, which is pretty disappointing. But I've been doing everything I can to fix it, and which brings us to the technical 3-day long struggle. So the problem may be the software as a whole. So I want to say that the only fix is to just wait for the next update and everything will be cool, but I'm not sure that'll be the case. So what ended up happening is this: I would get whenever I try to play the game, I would get an error message like this, and it was really weird and frustrating. And when I tried to play Fortnite at one point, I would get that message for Fortnite, but ever since I fixed it, it hasn't really popped up. I haven't tested it since I've went ahead and done everything that I'm about to explain, but hopefully Fortnite actually works and it's not dead too, because Jesus Christ. But this has been the issue for me lately. I've been trying my best to get everything back to normal. I mean, knowing who I am and what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna do it again, but maybe this time without trying to do two things at once. But I'm still gonna do the glitch. Like, depending on what cars that are on the podium, if I don't already own it or I don't want it, I might do it, to be honest. But if I don't want the car, or it's a car that I own, I'm gonna skip it. If I just so happen to win it, I'll sell it, no problem. But I know I'm gonna do it again. But let me explain just why I've been struggling. So, in a situation like the one that I was in where that error would pop up, you're supposed to boot the system into safe mode and rebuild the database, and that should fix the issue. Little did I know that the software issue was an issue until I got this message on more than one occasion. So here's what I mean by on more than one occasion. When I first rebuilt the data system, right, rebuilt the database, my PS4 did not go through the rebuilding the database at first. It shut itself off, and so I had to forcefully turn it back on. That's when I got this message, and I just thought to myself, oh, it must have been something I did. So I just went about my day with no issue. Then my PS4 would literally freeze up, shut itself down, or soft reset, and that error message would pop up again. And I did this a couple of times until I forcefully shut it off and tried to rebuild the database again, only for it to shut itself off again. And it was just a cycle of it not wanting to do what I wanted to do. So it got to the point where I was like, okay, I may have to erase everything. And so I went to go initialize my PS4. That didn't work. And then it got to the point where I was so angry, I took the hard drive out and wiped it, hooked it up to my PC and wiped it clean of everything. Put it back in. I had to reinstall the excuse me, I had to reinstall the update through USB. That was a bit of a struggle in itself because I formatted the USB in the wrong format option. Like, it's supposed to be either FAT or FAT32. Their USB was formatted in EXFAT, and that didn't work out well at all. So once I figured out just do it in FAT32, it'll load it up, everything booted up. The first thing I did was reset it, because whenever I would reset it, it would shut itself off, and I didn't like that. So I reset my PS4. Everything was working fine. Everything looked like it was going well. So then I decided to reinstall GTA. This was the first time I did it. And everything downloaded fine. Everything was playing fine. Fortnite was playing fine. And so when I downloaded when GTA finished downloading, all the problems seemed to come right back. And when I tried to load up online again, nothing. Got the same error, just popped right back up. Contacted Sony. They were trying their best to help me, and they said, listen, you might just have to send it in, but check with Rockstar, since this seems to be an online only issue. Check with Rockstar, see if they have any solutions. Talk to Rockstar. Rockstar didn't know what to do, so they were just like, you know what, here, just take it, unplug your console. Just they essentially just told me to they gave me the basic reset your router method and just unplug it and then plug it back in and see if that works. And I was just like, well, I got nothing better to do, and I did it. That didn't work. So then I decided, let me take PlayStation's, Sony's solution and Rockstar solution. I put it together. So what I ended up doing was I deleted GTA, got my PS4 back to a state of yeah, we're good, right? I boot the system in safe mode and try to rebuild the data system. It did everything that it usually did, but after around the third time of me booting it back into safe mode and rebuilding the database, it worked out fine. And I just decided, okay, unplug it and leave it alone. Then I plugged it back in and rebuilt the database again. Ran smoothly. Then I downloaded GTA. As GTA was downloading, I played some of my other games and they worked out fine. Again, I did not test Fortnite within this time. I probably should have. No, I didn't have it downloaded. I had it. I needed to re-download it. That's why I didn't test Fortnite. I had to re-download it. But everything else worked fine. Dauntless was working fine. I don't think I tested Terra. No, I didn't test Terra because I didn't have it on there. But for the most part, Dauntless was working fine, and that was about the only game I could really play. It was Dauntless. Clearly CTR Online worked. But again, at the time, it was just about GTA. So I wait until it's done downloading. Then I turn it off. I turn off my PS4. Reboot it. Boot it into safe mode. Reboot it into safe mode. Rebuilt the data system. Of course, it went through its whole shut off, cut back on, shut off again, cut back on, third time's a charm, rebuilds. And then I booted it up. Back up. I'm sorry, I'm having a big hard time. I'm trying to rush through this because I'm right out of time. I booted it back up. I turned on GTA, and it worked. I got it to online, but the moment I stepped outside, I left the casino. I stepped outside. It shut down again. So I didn't complain. I didn't panic. All I did was turn it off, boot it into safe mode, rebuilt the data system, and it refreshed first try. Booted it back up, got GTA Online back on, and it worked from there. Now, the thing I'm scared about right now is actually it doing that again, because when I tried to get SHAREfactory working so I can get this video out to you guys, SHAREfactory didn't work. So I deleted it, re-downloaded it, and SHAREfactory works fine. The clip works fine. The last time I did this, the clip actually got corrupted, so I couldn't actually use the original clip I had. This is a secondary recording, but hopefully everything else works fine. After this, I'm going to test GTA again. I'm going to test Fortnite, and I'll let you guys know in the comments below if everything works out. And with all that said, it's been your boy Dust on the Trend. Hopefully I'll bring you guys a video next Monday, and I will see you all next time. Peace.